All right, welcome back as we are back up on YouTube. In the break, we got all that situated. I don't really know what happened there. YouTube sometimes just decides that it wants to drop the stream. Stayed up on Facebook. Hasn't happened in a while. It did happen with about 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. All right, we are underway, third quarter. I apologize for that. We're back up. We got the boys' action coming up. Tuscola and Franklin after the conclusion of the girls' varsity. That one is slapped out of bounds by Ava Staten. Panthers with a commanding lead as these two teams met earlier this season, and Franklin, both victories were commanding. We've got a whistle and a foul underneath going against North Henderson. Aubrey Haley will be at the line for a couple of shots. Haley's first opportunity is up and good. We really do appreciate you joining us, whatever platform you are enjoying us tonight on Valentine's night. Hopefully you are with your sweetheart enjoying basketball. Leah Jones up top, swings it over to Staten. Back it goes Jones. Geronimo had it briefly. I'm going to feed Paris. Stolen away. Chloe Ebert lost control of it. It's McKenna Plemons. Three wouldn't go. Fight for the rebound. Looks like the Panthers able to secure it and got a whistle and a foul. Josie Dehart able to secure that rebound, and then she is fouled by Purple Knight. Foul going against Ava Staten, her first, team second in this second half, the third quarter. Three is up and good. Riley Green able to get that one to go. There you see the replay. Now a fight for it. Whistles, jump ball, possession arrow is to Franklin. Baseline, Haley gets position, got the bucket. Leah Jones up court, almost traveled with it, kicks it into the corner. Back up top it goes to Jones. She's going to attempt another deep three, and it's going to be in front of the iron for Jones. Panthers going to race down court, feeding underneath, count it, and one. Peyton Beatty heads to the line. Look at this pass from the freshman Bristol Brooks. She's gotten better and better as the season has gone on, as she's gotten playing time with all of her teammates and know their tendencies, able to really make some bullet passes, some anticipation passes like you just saw there. Spinning and shooting underneath. It wouldn't go for Reese Smith down court. Panthers with some issues. They're going to turn it over into the hands of Ava Staten. Staten got the roll. Josie Dehart has it, gives it up to Haley. Around the horn it goes. Plemons got it. McKenna Plemons from downtown. We've got a whistle and we've got a full timeout on the floor with 5:13 left in the third quarter. We'll take a break. Stay with us.
It's the first ever Sweet Carolina Music Festival presented by First Citizens Bank. Saturday, May 3rd at Macon County's Veterans Memorial Park in Franklin. Featuring Nashville recording artist Carolina Music Festival will be an all-day event kicking off at 2 p.m. till 9 May 3rd with performances by Joe Lasher, Jason Passmore, the Chip Perry Band, the Alton Lane Band, and R.A. Nightingale. Tickets are on sale now. Scan the QR code to secure your spot. The Sweet Carolina Music Festival, presented by First Citizens Bank, is being brought to you in part by All Service Heating and Air, Argent Accounting, Bald Head Realty, Discover Church, First Bank, Fox Mercantile, Keller Williams, Restoration Church, Sloan and Van Hook Law Office, Vignette Realty, Watson Contracting, and the Young Brothers. Get your tickets today.
Welcome back out of the timeout. North Henderson has it. Almost a steal up top. Swing it over. It's Jones again, attempting and hitting. Leah Jones for three. 49-15, still a commanding lead for the Panthers. Josie Dehart feeds Peyton Beatty, and then she gets stripped. Another turnover. It's been the bugaboo for North Henderson. Clemens got it. She's chasing her own record. Hit 8 against West Henderson. And that's set a single game mark for Lady Panther basketball. Haley grabbed the rebound. Riley Green feeds up court. Clemens hits the deck. Or is that Beatty? That's Beatty to hit the deck. We do have a foul on North Henderson. That one's going against Leah Jones, her first, team's fourth. Haley gets fouled in the paint. So Aubrey Haley will be at the line for a couple of shots here. Winner of this one going to meet West Henderson Tuesday night. That will be a 7 o'clock affair. Second shot up and good. Four minutes left. Reese Smith kicks it out. It's a three from the corner. That wouldn't go for Ava State. Panthers able to come out with it. In the paint. Shot good. Aubrey Haley. Nice touch for Aubrey. Panthers off to the races. After grabbing the turnover, Aubrey Haley can't get it to go. Clemens there to grab the board and get the stick back. Leah Jones running shot, high off the mark. Battle for it. Out of bounds off of who? And it's going to the Panthers. Whole new set of Lady Panthers coming in. Also Chloe Ebert back into the game for, or check that, that's Andrea Bodisu. And we've got Anna Stiles along with Foster, Malia Mason, Bristol Brooks bringing it up court, and Layla Malloy into the game. Mason feeds. Bristol Brooks underneath off the glass. Nifty scoop shot. Ball knocked around off the hands of Reese Smith. Going to go to the Panthers. 2 minutes with a moving clock as we have crossed that 40-point differential. And this one will be very, very quick. Leah Jones picks up her dribble, has to get rid of it. Up high goes Geronimo. Geronimo picks up her dribble. She's got to get rid of it. She's going to attempt now. Geronimo, air ball from 3. It'll go back over to the Panthers. As you see, that clock continues to roll. 40-point mercy rule. A running clock here in the third quarter. Pass knocked away, out of bounds. He's going to stay with the Panthers. It was off of a foot of a Lady Purple Knight. Layla Malloy, baseline jumper. Rebound, Reese Smith. Now it's Leah Jones that'll bring it up. Jones going to attempt a deep three again. It's a air ball. And it's back over to the Panthers. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Underneath, off the glass, and good for Caitlin Foster. Down to 17 seconds. 61-15. Reese Smith going to get fouled. Was she in the act is the question. We're down to 4, down to 3. Yep. They'll stop it with 0.4 seconds left. These free throw shots be attempted. Reese Smith can't hit the first. She'll get one more at the stripe for the junior. And gets the roll on the second, and that's going to do it. 3 quarters in the books, 62-15. Lady Panthers rolling into the semifinals as we head to break.
Having your roof replaced or repaired can be a daunting task. Let Highlander Roofing Services help you through the process. Whether it's a new roof, repairs to an existing roof, or gutters, they're the folks to call. With offices in Franklin, Silva, and Asheville. Your local dedicated roofing specialist, Highlander Roofing Services.
Eight minutes left. Once the clock starts rolling, it ain't going to stop. 61-16. North Henderson has not scored over 21 points this season against the Panthers. Scored 21 and 20, respectively, in the 2 meetings. Now it's 16. Glad you're with us. We're back up on YouTube. Dropped for a bit there. I don't really know what happened, but we're on both platforms of Facebook and YouTube of the Franklin Panther Sports Network. George Young alongside of our fantastic FPSN crew. Spencer Joshua on our cameras tonight. Philip Angel. On controls, we've got a whistle and a foul underneath going against the Panthers. Is that on William Mason? No. Josie Dehart got to pick up the foul. It'll be the first on the Panthers here at the fourth quarter. Baseline jumper up and good for Andrea Vladiscu. Pendergrass has it, gives it up to Josie Dehart. Now underneath, it's Malia Mason goes up. Partially blocked, I believe. It's a weird angle, weird shot. Back and forth. Eventually, North comes out with it. Leah Jones has it in the corner. Jones on the dribble. Got fouled. First on, check that, the second on the Panthers. going against DeHart again. Quick inbounds pass off the glass and good for Geronimo. Dulce Geronimo, the senior. Maybe her last game as the Purple Knights. Mason underneath. No, another offensive rebound. Peyton Beatty can't get the shot to go, but she was fouled. It's going to send Peyton Beatty to the line for a couple of shots. Winner of this one looks like it'll be Franklin. Is going to play host to the West Henderson Falcons on Tuesday in the second girls semifinal in the Mountain 7 Conference basketball tournament. The first semifinal will tip off at 4 o'clock on the varsity side on Tuesday. Back of the iron, and we got a whistle, and we're heading the other way. It'll be Pisgah and East Henderson that will battle it out for right to play in the championship game, the finals, next Thursday here at the Panther Den in the Mountain 7 Conference basketball tournament. And we will have all the ball games. 3 up and good. Ava Staten. Panthers tried to answer with a 3, wouldn't go. Here come the Purple Knights and Leah Jones. There's Geronimo giving it up into the corner. Jones, she's a senior. Most likely her final game as a Purple Knight. Staten driving in, wouldn't go. Offensive rebound. The second shot is off the Markets Beatty with the board, and Josie DeHart will bring it up for Hartbarger and company. The Panthers picked up a win against West Henderson last Friday night, last time they played. At a hotly contested game, Panthers came out with a 5-point victory. Revenging a loss here at the Panther Den to West Henderson. It's Liam Mason able to grab the board and get the bucket to go. And one for Malia Mason. Fourth foul going against Reese Smith. Clock continues to tick. Drained over 30 seconds off the clock with the free throw shot. One free throw shot. We got some more coming up as Reese Smith drives in. She'll be at the line for a couple of shots here. Who is this put on? It's going to be the third on Franklin and the second on Malia Mason. First shot up and good for Reese Smith. She'll get one more as we tick under 3 minutes left. Stick around. Doug Plemons coming up between games, talking about the regular season and tonight's opponent, Tuscola. So the boys will host to the first round, another 2-7 matchup. Beatty with the shot just inside the arc. Peyton Beatty was open. Nothing but net for Beatty. So we come back to live action, top of the key. It's Leah Jones off the mark with the 3 down court. Pendergrass hits the deck. We've got a whistle and a foul. Anna Stiles going to pick up the foul. Geronimo along with Harris going to check back into the game for the Lady Knights. Got some shots upcoming. That's the 5th foul on Franklin. Team foul. So 2 shots for Reese Smith. Yeah, the boys varsity will start before 8 o'clock. Second opportunity is up and good for Reese Smith. We've got a whistle. Looks like a full timeout going to be called by the North Henderson Knights. So we're going to take a break as well. Stay with us.
Join FPSN each month during the school year as we spotlight outstanding performances from student athletes with the First Citizens Bank and Corbin Dental Athlete of the Month video feature. It's presented by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. With deep local roots and a passion for service, Corbin Dental takes pride in providing world-class care right here at home. And by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first. Member FDIC.
Welcome back. Glad you're with us. Wasn't a full timeout. I thought it was. They announced the full timeout over the PA, but it was just a 30-second timeout. So we're getting back to action with 1:29 left. Anna Stiles gets the inbounds pass. Find Josie Dehart, kicks it over to Pendergrass, who travels with it before she takes that shot. 66-25, so North Henderson has scored more points tonight than they have all season against the Panthers, 20-21 respectively. Tonight they've got 25 and counting. That one well off the mark by Geronimo. And on the other end, it's out of bounds to North. Deep three, Jones wouldn't go. Peyton Beatty with the rebound. She lost it. Josie Dehart picks it back up, trying to fire it off of a Purple Knight, and she does. So we're down to 32 seconds remaining in this ball game. Off the mark, rebound Beatty, goes up, hits the deck. Man, that may do it. We've got some free throw shots that will be upcoming. They'll stop the clock with about 0.5 seconds left. Peyton Beatty will attempt her free throws, and then that'll pretty much do it. 0.3 officially. And she gets the first. One more at the stripe. That's it. It's a final. 68-25. The semifinal number 2 in the Mountain 7 Conference basketball tournament is now set, as it's the Lady Panthers and the Lady Falcons that'll do battle coming up on Tuesday night. We need to go ahead and I wish I had my telestrator working, Philip. We've got a telestrator now. We can't get it exactly to work right with this network, but I could write in Franklin there. 7 o'clock coming up on Tuesday. Franklin and West Henderson will do battle for the third time. 68-25 is the final in the Varsity girls first round matchup. Varsity boys coming up. They're coming on to the floor. You see them right there. They get warmed up. They'll be taking on the Tuscola Mountaineers. And you see them on the left side of your screen. We're going to talk with Coach Doug Clemens in just a few moments, talking about the regular season, finishing second in the conference, earning a number 2 seed, and then tonight's opponent and the Tuscola Mountaineers. So we got a lot to come, folks. Stay with us. Boys Varsity is upcoming in the first round of the Mountain 7 Conference basketball tournament. Stay with us.
It's the biggest event of the year in Franklin. The 11th annual 80s Flashback Weekend returns to downtown. Friday, August 1st, it's the sounds of Hall & Oates with Big Bam Boom. And then Saturday, August 2nd, 80s Nation returns to rock the stage. All to benefit Shriners Children's Greenville. Find us on Facebook for more information. Welcome back. George Young now joined with Doug Clemens, head boys varsity basketball coach. It's the first round of the Mountain 7 Conference basketball tournament, and the regular season concluded a week ago tonight, Coach, at West Henderson. You finished 19-4. You finished 10-2 in the conference. Got a number 2 seed in the Mountain 7 Conference. Going into the season, you wanted obviously to win the regular season. You couldn't win the regular season, but you got an opportunity now to win the conference tournament. Recap the season before we talk about tonight's opponent.
Well, I think we had a very successful season. As you mentioned, we weren't able to win the regular season championship. Of course, East Henderson is still standing there. I think they're 24-0 or something like that, and so kind of tough to outdo that. But at the same time, I feel like we played well against them and throughout the season. We lost 4 games. Mentioned the ones against East Henderson. Then we lost to a very good McDowell team, and then we lost to a very good Union Georgia team in the Christmas tournament. All those teams are around 20 wins or more. So I feel good that we probably have beaten all the teams that we should have. And we've had some quality wins. I know both wins against North Henderson were good wins. They have a strong team. Also, of course, our rivals in Smoky and Pisgah. And then we played some good non-conference opponents. So I feel good about our win right now. We've won 12 out of the last 13 games. We've lost 1 game since Christmas. I feel like we're on a little roll. I think we're playing at a high level. Since Christmas, we're averaging 74 points a game, and our opponents are only averaging 52 points a game. So even though it looks like, we're blowing people out, and that's really not the case. It's just that we've been consistent on both ends of the floor. Both of those top our season goals, which we set preseason. So that's a great accomplishment for our kids, that they set the goals and then they work to achieve them. Looking forward to the tournament and all the good things that could come to us.
Well, the good thing about the tournament, of course, tonight you're hosting, and then if you're able to win tonight, it'll be right here at home. Home court advantage is something that you can't buy, and you've got that in the tournament this year if you can win tonight. And it's the Tuscola Mountaineers, a team you've already beaten twice this season. And it's the old adage, it's hard to beat a team twice in one season. It's hard to beat them 3 times, so even harder. Tonight, talk about Tuscola, your opponent in the first round.
Well, like you say, we've beaten them twice already. I think if we hold to our game plan, right now we're talking a lot about holding ourselves to our standard and not lowering ourselves to someone else's. So we've been preaching that to them actually for several weeks. So taking care of the things that we can control, and making sure that one of our little sayings is, make the main thing the main thing. And so the main thing tonight is not that we've beaten them twice. It's that they're our next opponent, and we're in that part of the season in the tournament play where you win and then you advance. If you lose, then you're out of the tournament, and then certainly when the playoffs start, you win and advance, or you lose and you pack it up for the next year. So adds a little pressure, but at the same time, I think the guys are ready.
And we already know the opponent in the semifinal round for the winner of tonight's game in North Henderson. Obviously, in the conference tournament, you'll be playing a team for the 3rd time, so that's why it makes it difficult in the conference tournament. Well, Coach, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, and hopefully we're talking to you on Tuesday night.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Doug Clemens, head boys varsity basketball coach. Hang with us. We've got more to come as tip-off in the first round of the Mountain 7 Conference boys varsity side is coming up here in just a few moments. It's the first ever Sweet Carolina Music Festival presented by First Citizens Bank. Saturday, May 3rd at Macon County's Veterans Memorial Park in Franklin. Featuring Nashville recording artist and Music Festival will be an all-day event kicking off at 2 p.m. till 9 May 3rd with performances by Joe Lasher, Jason Passmore, the Chip Perry Band, the Alton Lane Band, and R.A. Nightingale. Tickets are on sale now. Scan the QR code to secure your spot. The Sweet Carolina Music Festival, presented by First Citizens Bank, is being brought to you in part by All Service Heating and Air, Argent Accounting, Bald Head Realty, Discover Church, First Bank, Fox Mercantile, Keller Williams, Restoration Church, Sloan and Van Hook Law Office, Vignette Realty, Watson Contracting, and the Young Brothers. Get your tickets today. Having your roof replaced or repaired can be a daunting task. Let Highlander Roofing Services help you through the process. Whether it's a new roof, repairs to an existing roof, or gutters, they're the folks to call. With offices in Franklin, Silva, and Asheville. Your local dedicated roofing specialist, Highlander Roofing Services.
My name is Carrie Holland, and I've been selected as the February 2025 FHS Athlete of the Month. My biggest motivator is my Paul. He's always asking me how wrestling is going and what I did in certain matches. And after almost every tournament, if he wasn't able to make it, he'll call me and ask me about all the details. He'll ask me who I wrestled and how I wrestled and what moves that I used. Coach Barnett is my Sunday school teacher, and last year I almost started to join the wrestling team, but I backed out. And this year I just really wanted to challenge myself physically and mentally to get stronger. My most memorable moment was when I got my first pin. We were at the North Henderson tournament, and the day before in practice we had gone over double arm bars, and I just really thought that move was very effective and I really liked it. And at the tournament I had the opportunity to use that move, and it worked out really well. And it was just a very exciting moment when I saw the ref hit the mat, and I realized that I just had my first pin, and it was just a very exciting moment. My goals for next year are to just become a better wrestler all around, to work on the skills that I've learned this year and become better at them, and to learn new ones, and to continue to get stronger and faster in wrestling.
The Athlete of the Month has been presented by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first, member FDIC. And by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. They take pride in providing world-class care right here at home.
We welcome you back inside of the Panther Den, getting set for the boys varsity first round matchup. It is the Tuscola Mountaineers and the Franklin Panthers about to do battle. These two teams met in the regular season, with the Franklin Panthers coming out victorious in both occasions. The Mountaineers come in at 2-21 overall, and they are 0-12 in the Mountain 7 Conference. Franklin wrapped up their 19th win last Friday against the West Henderson Falcons. So they come in at 19-4 overall. They are 10-2 in the Mountain 7 Conference, earned a number 2 seed. East Henderson, a fast-moving train down the tracks, and nobody has been able to derail them. They are undefeated. And they are the overall #1 seed in the Mountain 7 Conference tournament. Here are the brackets as we've got a few seconds before we'll get to the starting lineups. There's the brackets. You see Pisgah's already secured a victory. That happened last night against Smoky Mountain. They'll take on East Henderson here at 5:30 Tuesday at the Panther Den. And then winner of this one will take on the North Henderson Knights. They won last night over West Henderson. So the winner will play North Henderson coming up at 8:30. The nightcap of a day of basketball on Tuesday in the semifinals of the Mountain 7 Conference basketball tournament this year, hosted at the Panther Den for the first time since 2018. All right, the teams look like they are just about set for the starting lineups, and we'll head down to our public address announcer.
From Waynesville, the Tuscola High School Mountaineers. First, the starting lineup for Tuscola. Number 1, Ace Rogers. Number 5, Gavin Chenard. Number 12, Bryce Ferguson. Number 14, Jet Bartley. And number 15, Chris Wells. Panther fans, get on your feet for tonight's starting lineup. Guard number 2, Braylon Dusson. And forward number 3, Max McClure. And guard number 5, Jack Tisa Teske. And forward number 14, Noah Brennan. Forward number 23, William Rowers.
That's the starting lineup for both teams, and we will get this one underway very shortly. Glad that you're with us on YouTube and Facebook on the Franklin Panthers Sports Network, the television home of the Mountain 7 Conference. All games, doesn't matter if the Panthers are participating in them or not. We'll have the girls semifinal. That'll begin at 4 o'clock on Tuesday, featuring Pisgah and East Henderson. Got a turnover. It's Jack Tisa Teske able to get the bucket off the steal with long arms for Jack. Ace Rogers with the shot wouldn't go. Offensive rebound. Chase Perkins underneath will get the bucket to go. Check that. That wasn't Chase. That was Jet Bartley with the bucket. Bartley ties the game at 2 apiece. Tisa Teske gives it up. Brannon cross court. Rowers back to Tisa Teske. Rowers thought about it. Now long pass. It's Noah Brannon now. Now Will Rowers, a 3. He got it. Will Rowers from downtown. He was open. Leave him open. He's deadly. Just underway, 6:47 left. Chenard kicks it over. Ferguson, 3, no. Rebound picked up by the Panthers, dressed in their home whites. Tuscola in there, black with yellow trim. Another 3, Will Rowers. Back of the iron. Rebound. Max McClure goes up, gets fouled. And Max will be at the line. One thing I love about the black uniforms, yellow trim, those numbers just pop. I can see them from far away. Broadcaster's dream. Front of the iron with the first shot for Max McClure. One more at the charity stripe. That foul was whistled on Jet Bartley. His first, team's first. McClure misses both. First Wells dishes into the front court. Chenard gives it up over to Wells. Now it's Ferguson playing catch with Wells. He's going to drive in, late whistle, and a reach-in foul going against a Panther. They gave it to Braylon Desarn. Yeah, it's first. Bartley, jumper good. Right of the elbow, Bartley cuts into that Panther lead. Brannon on the dribble, gets harassed. Brannon driving. Noah Brannon gets trapped underneath, kicks it out. Tisateski a three. Hit the bar above the backboard. That'll be out of bounds. Tuscola, the number 7 seed on the boys' side. Wells gives it up to Jet Bartley. Back it goes to Wells underneath. The shot partially blocked. Fight for the board. It's off of Jet Bartley, and we'll go to the Panthers. Tisateski directs traffic as we approach 5 minutes left. Pass knocked away. That one wouldn't go in the paint. Tisateski guarded closely by Bryce Ferguson. Gives it up to McClure, a deep three. Front of the iron. Tuscola basketball. Panthers pick up in the backcourt. Collision. No foul. It's out of bounds off of Max McClure. Glad that you're with us. As we just about 5 minutes until 8 o'clock. This one started a little bit early as the girls had a running clock at the second half. Lady Panthers able to come out with a victory over North Henderson. Max McClure going to pick up the reach-in foul. It's going to be the second on Franklin, first on McClure. They advance to play West Henderson at 7 o'clock on Tuesday night in the semifinals of the Mountain 7 Conference basketball tournament. The other girls semifinal is set as well. East Henderson and Pisgah in the 4 o'clock matchup. That one's kicked. Winner of this one will take on North Henderson at 8:30 or so. It'll be the last game of the night, so it'll be a miracle if it starts at 8:30. Stranger things have happened. 3 by Jet Bartley off the mark. Rowers with the rebound. Glad you're spending your Valentine's night with us. Hopefully you got some flowers and, of course, a box of chocolates. Deep 3, Tisateski off the mark. Rebound, Braylon Desarn. Off to Rowers, will spin it around, back to Desarn. It's a 3, up and good. Braylon Desarn downtown. The senior hits. Was open. As we come back to live action, Panthers caused a turnover. Tisateski in the corner for 3. Panthers set a record for the number of threes in the game against Smoky Mountain with 19. In the paint, it's Bartley. Knocked away. Braylon Desarn finds Tisateski. A bullet pass to Noah Brannon. He gets bumped by Jet Bartley. And Noah Brannon will be at the line for a couple of shots. the free throw line has not been kind for the Panthers. Saw McClure miss a couple. Noah Brannon misses the first shot. And the second shot is off the mark. We almost had some fans that were making their way to the stands get taken out. We get a shot of this. It's you're in the line of fire right down here. Yeah. We've got a whistle. We've got a timeout on the court. 3:01 left in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break as well. Stay with us. .301 left out of the timeout. It's Tuscola basketball. Opening round of the Mountain 7 Conference Basketball Tournament. I'm George Young alongside Spencer and Joshua on cameras as the jumper goes up and through the net for Gavin Chenard. Philip Angel, our executive producer tonight, running those fantastic replays. And switching for us. Glad you're with us on Valentine's night. Max McClure kicks it out. It's a three. Braylon DeZarn off the mark. Rebound Sutton. Going to kick it out to Tisateski. He's open and nails it. Jack from downtown again. There was a pretty good article, and I think you can see it. It's open. You don't have to have a subscription to the Citizen Times to read about Jack and his grandfather, who's a coach. Told that story a couple of weeks ago about how he got the name Jack after I had been asked by some fans if I knew the story. They tell the story, and luckily it's the same story that I was told. So I'm assuming it is the correct story. They interviewed both his grandfather and grandson Jack. Another three wouldn't go for Tisateski. Ball knocked away. It's going to be secured by Braun. Down to Rogers. Braun now has it in the corners. He is double teamed. Swinging it over. It's Ferguson from the corner three. No. Rebound. Picked up by Sutton. Addix gives it up. Now it's Tisateski spinning and shooting from the elbow. Nice execution as somebody laughs. That hyena laugh below us here. Must have been funny, whatever the joke was. Ace Rogers with the bucket. I mean, they're still laughing down here. Tell me the joke. Maybe more entertaining than the ball game. I don't know. Tisateski feeds Sutton. And Sutton has his pass off the leg of a Tuscola Mountaineer. I think it went off the foot of a Tuscola Mountaineer. 60 seconds left. Sutton gets it inbounds. Up high, it's Will Rowers. Rowers kicks it over to DeZarn. He thought about a three a couple of times. Tisateski is going to attempt. And hit! Philip, you are burning up the replays here with threes. Look at all this. I mean, they are raining tonight. As they come back to live action, a turnover. Braylon DeZarn goes up, and it's a wedgie. It was a finger roll, too. How did it get? Look at that. Just the perfect placement. His Panther basketball is another three is raining down. Rowers getting into the action from the corner. And we're just in the first quarter, folks. 20 seconds left. Braun's pass knocked away, picked up by Wells, and he's able to get the bucket. Chris Wells off the glass. 9 seconds left. Addix Sutton Another three. Tisateski, laser beam, wouldn't go. Braun with the rebound. And Braun is fouled. Rowers picks up the foul, his second, fourth on Franklin. 1.9 seconds left. At the buzzer, I almost win. 1 quarter in the books. It's been a fun one so far. Hang with us, 12-point advantage for the Panthers as we head to break.
It's the first ever Sweet Carolina Music Festival presented by First Citizens Bank. Saturday, May 3rd at Macon County's Veterans Memorial Park in Franklin. Featuring Nashville recording artist and Carolina Music Festival will be an all-day event kicking off at 2 p.m. till 9 May 3rd with performances by Joe Lasher, Jason Passmore, the Chip Perry Band, the Alton Lane Band, and R.A. Nightingale. Tickets are on sale now. Scan the QR code to secure your spot. The Sweet Carolina Music Festival, presented by First Citizens Bank, is being brought to you in part by All Service Heating and Air, Argent Accounting, Bald Head Realty, Discover Church, First Bank, Fox Mercantile, Keller Williams, Restoration Church, Sloan and Van Hook Law Office, Vignette Realty, Watson Contracting, and the Young Brothers. Get your tickets today.
Second quarter about to begin. Winner of this one meets North Henderson on Tuesday night here at the Panther Den in the semifinals of the Mountain 7 Conference Basketball Tournament. A game we'll have live here on the network. Chenard, or check that, Wells has his pocket picked, and Chenard almost stole it back. He did. It was Wells that secured it. Over to Ferguson. Ferguson's shot blocked. Noah Brandon comes out with it. And we've got a whistle on Tuscola's Gavin Chenard. That'll be the first on Tuscola here in the second quarter. Chenard will pick up his second. 7:26 of the moving clock. Attic Sutton finds Desarn, kicks it. It's Tisateski. Tisateski directs traffic, kicks it over. It is Sutton. Inside the arc. Back over to Tisateski. Going to back it out. Approaching 7 minutes left. Noah Brandon gets into the act, and he is fouled. 3 shots upcoming for Noah Brandon. Let's see here. He looked like got hacked. I couldn't really tell there. Maybe got a piece of the arm. He went up, did Bryce Ferguson. Ferguson's first, second on Tuscola. 2 quick ones on the Mountaineers. Tried to bank it home. Noah Brandon couldn't get it to go. The free throw line has not been kind for the Panthers so far in this one. Second one, he misses it. One more at the charity stripe to save face. 3 shots. Got to hit at least one. Can't hit either. Good gracious. In and out it goes. Tuscola with the rebound. Wells has his pocket picked, and then a reach-in foul on Wells. Wells picks up his first, third on Tuscola. Aaron Bravo going to check in for Doug Clemens. As Max McClure will get it in bounds. It's Desarn. Kicking it. Sutton feeding McClure. Getting position. McClure can't get the roll. Knocked out of bounds off of a Mountaineer. As well as the Panthers have shot from three-point land. Free throws and short-range shots just not been falling. Tisateski. Out of bounds off of Max McClure. 6:24 to go, second quarter. Ferguson calls out the offense. He'll give it up to Amsler. Amsler's pass almost intercepted. It's Wells. It's going to pull up Try to bank it home. It's off the mark, out of bounds, and off of Attic Sutton. It'll stay with the Tuscola Mountaineers. 6:08 left, second quarter. Number 2 seed, number 7 seed doing battle here tonight in the first round. Amsler's shot wouldn't go in the paint. Up court, Tisateski feeding Bravo off the glass. Nice pass. Tisateski. Bravo able to finish it. Braun jumper good, just inside the arc. It's Lawson Braun. That'll get the Tuscola Mountaineers off the schneid and cut it to a 12-point advantage for the Panthers. Tisateski now going to back it out. Jack gives it up. Desarn a 3 off the mark. Rebound Braun, then we've got a foul or a tie-up. It's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow is going to be with the Panthers. Well, it's going to stay on this end of the floor. Is Peyton Hervey going to check in for Doug Clemens? Takes a seat. It's Braylon Desarn. We've got the official coming over to talk to the scorers table about something here. Are they? There was a jump ball. They did not change the arrow properly, so it's going to be Tuscola basketball. How the arrow works down there, there's one on the scores table that you could see from time to time from our angle there. There's also possession on the scoreboard. Now, they're not hooked together, the scoreboard here at the facility. They don't put it up on the scoreboard here in the facility. They just keep it on the arrow there at the table. Tisateski in and out with the 3. If they kept it on the scoreboard, we would have it on our live scoreboard. But since they don't put it up there, there are no possession arrows on our scoreboard. It's confusing. Baseline jumper up and good by Braun. Lawson Braun able to get the bucket to go. Maybe with the new high school that they're building in the new gym, which will be 4 or 5 years down the road, maybe they will have a very modern scoreboard where it have possession arrow and everything hooked into one controller. Tisateski feeding Bravo. He is triple teamed underneath. Finds Max McClure. He is short with a 3-pointer. And on the rebound, we've got a foul on the Panthers. Aaron Bravo going to pick up the foul. It'll be his first. Team's first. A lethargic second quarter. And it's a steal. Tisateski pulls up. Got it from 3. No, they're going to say it was a 2. Let's see here. Was his foot on the line? Yep. They initially put their arms up to the officials. And now we've got a whistle and a foul, I believe, on Tisateski. Yeah, Jack going to pick up his first to the second on the Panthers with 3:07 left, second quarter. Another turnover. Amsler lost control. Max McClure gets his shot blocked. McClure, though, will be at the line as he is bumped. Lawson Braun picks up his first foul. It's the 4th on Tuscola. 2 shots from McClure. And I'll tell you what, the free throw line has been dreadful. Nolan Collins checks in. You see him come into your screen there. Number 10 for the Panthers. Second shot. It's no good. Rebound, Hervey gives it up. McClure gets his shot blocked. Ace Rogers leans in, gets the roll. Teske. Finds Collins, swing it around, Hervey. Bizarre thought about it, finds Collins open, 3. Off the mark, McClure able to get the bucket after the strong rebound. Amsler corner 3 off the mark. McClure races out with it. Feeds Braylon Dezard. Fast break points here for the Panthers. High pass, almost a turnover. Amsler secures it and then finds Rogers. He's open for 3. Got it, Ace Rogers. It's a 3-pointer. Nice angle there with that shot. Yeah, he was open, nobody in his face. Back to live action. Teske tries to answer. It's off the mark. Amsler into the front court. Finds Rogers to the hole, off the glass. Ace Rogers cuts into that Panther lead. 30-21, a 9-point advantage. Both teams now starting to warm up in the second quarter. It took a while, only a minute left. Teske finds Dezarn. McClure spins, gets his shot blocked, and then commits a foul. Frustration foul as Ace Rogers blocked the shot. It'll be the 3rd on the Panthers, 2nd on McClure. Sutton along, just Sutton coming in for the Panthers, and checking in for Tuscola, Gavin Chenard. As it looks like it's going to be Ian Amsler that'll take a seat. He will. Amsler takes a seat. Coach Terry Howard bringing it up for Coach Howard is Ferguson. Bryce Ferguson, high pass over to Chenard. Back it goes, Ferguson. I'll swing it over to Harrell. Harrell going to find Chenard. He's caught in the corner. Bryce Ferguson got to find an open. Rogers didn't go the first one, but he's able to grab the board and get the second to go. We've got whistle as looks like Rogers may have tweaked an ankle as he hit the deck. He's in some pain. He's going to stay in the game. Going to walk it off. No, he's going to come off now. I'll get Massing in for Rogers. 16.3 seconds left in the second quarter. Dezarn. Underneath wouldn't go, and that'll do it. So we are at the half. And the boys varsity first round matchup of the Mountain 7 Conference Basketball Tournament. Number 2 seed Franklin and number 7 seed Tuscola are in a pretty good one. 30-23 at the break. See the Panthers heading off. And we're gonna join our public address announcer.
Incredible achievement. On February the 1st, they traveled to Davie County High School for the North Carolina Cheerleading Coaches Association state competition, where they were crowned traditional state champions. They also earned a second-place finish in the game day division. In addition to the team's accolades, junior Mackenzie Carver-Frady and Miriam Sanders were recently named to the NCCCA All-Region team. Vice Principal Dan Gibson is here to present the team with a plaque recognizing their achievements. Let's give it up for the FHS cheer team.
Well, the cheerleaders, congratulations, Lynn Baker and her cheerleaders for a tremendous accomplishment. All right, at the break, Lady Panthers, or check that day, Panthers are up 30-23. Lady Panthers won earlier tonight if you tuned in. 30-23 at the break. We're going to head off to our halftime break, and we'll be back to begin the third quarter here in just a few moments. Stay with us.
It's the biggest event of the year in Franklin. The 11th annual 80s Flashback Weekend returns to downtown. Friday, August 1st, it's the sounds of Hall & Oates with Big Bam Boom. And then Saturday, August 2nd, 80s Nation returns to rock the stage. All to benefit Shriners Children's Greenville. Find us on Facebook for more information.
My name is Carrie Holland, and I've been selected as the February 2025 FHS Athlete of the Month. My biggest motivator is my Paul. He's always asking me how wrestling is going and what I did in certain matches. And after almost every tournament, if he wasn't able to make it, he'll call me and ask me about all the details. He'll ask me who I wrestled and how I wrestled and what moves that I used. Coach Barnett is my Sunday school teacher, and last year I almost started to join the wrestling team, but I backed out. And this year I just really wanted to challenge myself physically and mentally to get stronger. My most memorable moment was when I got my first pin. We were at the North Henderson tournament, and the day before in practice we had gone over double arm bars, and I just really thought that move was very effective and I really liked it. And at the tournament I had the opportunity to use that move, and it worked out really well. And it was just a very exciting moment when I saw the ref hit the mat, and I realized that I just had my first pin, and it was just a very exciting moment. My goals for next year are to just become a better wrestler all around, to work on the skills that I've learned this year and become better at them, and to learn new ones, and to continue to get stronger and faster in wrestling.
The Athlete of the Month has been presented by First Citizens Bank, helping families and businesses make more of their finances for over 125 years. First Citizens Bank, forever first, member FDIC. And by Corbin Dental, a locally owned dental practice providing comprehensive and advanced dental care in Franklin. They take pride in providing world-class care right here at home. It's the first ever Sweet Carolina Music Festival presented by First Citizens Bank. Saturday, May 3rd at Macon County's Veterans Memorial Park in Franklin. Featuring Nashville recording artist and Silva native, Music Festival will be an all-day event kicking off at 2 p.m. till 9 May 3rd with performances by Joe Lasher, Jason Passmore, the Chip Perry Band, the Alton Lane Band, and R.A. Nightingale. Tickets are on sale now. Scan the QR code to secure your spot. The Sweet Carolina Music Festival, presented by First Citizens Bank, is being brought to you in part by All Service Heating and Air, Argent Accounting, Bald Head Realty, Discover Church, First Bank, Fox Mercantile, Keller Williams, Restoration Church, Sloan and Van Hook Law Office, Vignette Realty, Watson Contracting, and the Young Brothers. Get your tickets today. It's time now for Panther Tracks, a look back at the storied history of Franklin High School athletics.
There's one that I would say constantly sticks out in the state championship game. We were down 13-0, and someone that added to this story was Eddie Sutton, who used to be the writer for the sports writer for the Franklin Press. And Irwin kicked off to us to open the second half. And the three deep backs were Keith Brooks, Mike McGinnis, and in the middle was Ricky Mashburn, who was the quarterback. And they kicked the ball to Ricky. Now Eddie and some of his buddies were standing in the back of the end zone when they made that kickoff. And Eddie told me this, like I say, years later. And he said he saw Rick, and the reason they were standing in the end zone is as soon as the game was over, they were leaving to go to Washington, D.C. to watch a Washington Redskins pro game. So they were just kind of hanging out in the back of the end zone. You know, we're down 13-0. They're wondering what's going to happen. But anyway, they kicked off to Ricky Mashburn, and he ran it back for a touchdown. And Eddie said it was the strangest thing he had ever seen. He looked, and as Ricky ran up the middle of the field, he said there was nobody on the other team standing. Everybody was on the ground. He said it didn't even look real to him. But here's the thing, if everybody from the other team was on the ground, somebody got 2 blocks. So that's a kind of a big aha moment, and it got in, you know, obviously it put us back in the game, but having Eddie tell me that how do you say there's a bigger moment than that? I think the only time I raised my voice to those boys the whole year was at halftime of that game. And I just felt like we were not making contact. And right after we scored the touchdown and we kicked off to them and they got the ball, and they had this Eason guy that had over 200 yards rushing that night. He had already signed a full scholarship to go to Clemson as a running back, and he was quite an athlete. And we made a few adjustments, but the first time he carried the ball, we hit him, and I know 2 of them were Bob Golding and Walter Wright. I know those 2 were in on it. There probably were the others. But I can remember in my mind thinking, when they hit him, it sounded like firecrackers going off. Pow, pow, pow! At the end of the game, we put the reserves in. And we didn't have many. I mean, there was 24 people on the team, so our reserve was the second team. And they threw a long pass and scored with not a lot of time left, but they pulled within a touchdown. Irwin did. And somebody asked me later on, there's a book out about Western North Carolina coaches, and I got interviewed for that. But anyway, the guy that wrote the book asked me, did you feel funny when they scored that touchdown and came within, because we were up by 14 pretty far into the fourth quarter. So they scored, and I said, no. I said, I was determined that every player on that team was going to get in that game somehow, some way. And they were.
All right, back to action here. Sorry, I had to cut that a little short as it ran a little longer than we had anticipated. And we were trying to find some clock at a certain point in the first quarter and got all discombobulated. We're back to action here in the second half. Panthers trying to build on to their halftime lead. And another 3 is up and good. That has been really the place where the Panthers have succeeded. As from the free throw line in the first half, Franklin was 0 of 9 from the free throw line, but 6 for 19 from 3. McClure fighting underneath. Tuscola going to come out with it. Chenard, it wouldn't go. Rebound kicked around, out of bounds. Going back over to the Panthers with 6:54 left here in the third. Tisateski three, up and good.
The Music Festival will be an all-day event kicking off at 2 p.m. till 9 May 3rd with performances by Joe Lasher, Jason Passmore, the Chip Perry Band, the Alton Lane Band, and R.A. Nightingale. Tickets are on sale now. Scan the QR code to secure your spot. The Sweet Carolina Music Festival, presented by First Citizens Bank, is being brought to you in part by All Service Heating and Air, Argent Accounting, Bald Head Realty, Discover Church, First Bank, Fox Mercantile, Keller Williams, Restoration Church, Sloan and Van Hook Law Office, Vignette Realty, Watson Contracting, and the Young Brothers. Get your tickets today.
As we're back to action. Drive again out of the timeout. Noah Brannon will get fouled. Tuscola will pick up their first foul here in this third quarter. It's going against Mason Harrell. That'll be his second. First free throw made of the night for the Panthers. Kind of a Bronx cheer. 0 of 9 before that free throw goes in. Noah Brannon will try to make it a twofer, and he can't. Rims out. Almost a turn. It will be a turnover, and then it's back over to the Mountaineers. Ferguson driving, giving. Chenard, shot no. Rebound picked up by Noah Brannon. Brannon, shake and bake with the dribble. Finds McClure over to Tisateski. He's open. Back of the iron. Braylon Desarn with the rebound. Trying to drive in, kicking it. It's Tisateski with the fake and the bucket. Watch this here. I want to see this again. Look at that. Back to live action. Issues. Tuscola causes another turnover to the Panthers. And a foul on the Mountaineers. Second on Tuscola. That one's going against Jet Bartley. No, it's going to go against Chris Wells, they'll say. His second. Tisateski kicks it over. It's McClure for three. Off the mark. A lot of bumping and grinding coming up court, and they're going to whistle a foul on Franklin. What do they get that one? Desarn or McClure? Desarn pick up his second. Just the first on Franklin here in this third quarter. Down to 2:49. Another turnover. Tisateski leans in. 44-27. Panthers extending the lead. 2:39 left. Rogers off the mark. Up court. McClure off the glass. Did they get it in bounds? What happened there? It was in and out, I think. What's he whistling? Hold on. Yeah. Now they're going to discuss things here. As you see the replay, they're discussing what happened there. And they're going to keep Tuscola with possession. Probably say that the official hadn't presented the ball. That's a block going up. Braylon DeZarn. Chris Wells. Pisateski's open. Three-point barrage. Look at that. And as we come back to live action, Jack Pisateski got to pick up a personal foul. That'll be the second on Jack. Chenard into the front court. It's Wells. Chris Wells holds it over his head now. He's going to put it on the deck after dish. Back it goes, Wells. Out of bounds to the Panthers. Ian Amsler had it. No, check that. That was Jet Bartley had it briefly. 14-on-4. And through his hands. Brower's open. Hit one of the bars above the ancient basket here. And that'll be out of bounds. Brendan Cave going to check in for Doug Clemens. Panthers pick up in the backcourt. It's knocked away from Ace Rogers. Max McClure knocked it out of bounds. Ferguson driving. Nifty Bryce Ferguson. 19-point advantage for the Panthers. Pisateski slows it down. Down to minute 17 left here in the third. McClure in the paint, kicks. DeZarn driving, knocked away, gets it back, hits the deck. Traveling the call on Braylon DeZarn. Okay. He did shuffle his feet with the ball. That was in slow motion. Wild circus shot. No good for Ace Rogers. But a foul on the Panthers. Who are they giving that one to? Pisateski? No. Brendan Cave is first. Third on Franklin with 62 seconds left. Rogers can't hit the first. He'll get one more from the free throw line. Glad you're with us. A little after 8:30, 8:39 on Friday night, Valentine's night. Hopefully you are snuggled up on the couch with your sweetheart. Or maybe basketball is your sweetheart and you're just enjoying it. Either way, we appreciate you. Cade kicking. Sutton with it. Now it's McClure. Deep three, no. Rebound, Ace Rogers. Here come the Tuscola Mountaineers. I'm George Young, along with our fantastic FPSN crew. Another turnover. McClure off the glass. Philip Angel, our executive producer. Joshua and Spencer on our cameras tonight, doing a fantastic job. Underneath, wide open. Chenard can get it to go. McClure spins. Jet Bartley with the rebound. And it's Ferguson into the front court. Ferguson almost lost control of it. He picks it back up. Bryce Ferguson spins one over to Chenard. Short. Panthers grab the rebound, and that's going to do it. Third quarter in the books. 51-31, 20-point lead. Fourth quarter is coming up. Stay with us.
It's the biggest event of the year in Franklin. The 11th annual 80s Flashback Weekend returns to downtown. Friday, August 1st, it's the sounds of Hall & Oates with Big Bam Boom. And then Saturday, August 2nd, 80s Nation returns to rock the stage. All to benefit Shriners Children's Greenville. Find us on Facebook for more information.
more minutes in this first round varsity boys tournament game. Franklin by 20. These two teams met a couple of times this season. There's the schedule. 82-30 the final on the 24th. And 69-38 the final back in December. Tuscola with the first possession here in the fourth quarter. Wells on the dribble. Gives it up. Chenard. High pass. And saved out of bounds. Into the hands of Bartley. Bartley going to find Chenard. Free throw line wouldn't go. It's Tisateski feeding up court. McClure off the glass. Max McClure gets the bucket. Ace Rogers in the paint. Spins. Scoop shot. Winner of this one plays North Henderson at 8:30 Tuesday night here at the Panther Den in the semifinals of the Mountain 7 Conference Basketball Tournament. And we'll have it right here on the network, YouTube and Facebook. Ace Rogers on the dribble. Counted and one for Chris Wells. Oh, we had a technical. In the replay, there was a technical foul. Who did they give it to? Okay. Chris Wells for one shot here, then we'll have free throw attempts for the technical. What happened here? They were discussing something. Here are the free throw shots for the technical. And it's Gavin Chenard. They'll have one more. He got the last one to go. Tuscola will have the possession out of the break here after the technical foul. Will Rowers has 4 fouls, and I don't know if it was Will that was assessed the technical. Either way, we're back to action. Ferguson. They'll kick it over to Chenard. Chenard guarded by Sutton. Give it up to Wells. Now over to Ferguson. Ferguson lost control. It's picked up by Bartley in the corner. Over to Chenard. Leans in. Fans below us wanted to walk. He got the bucket to go. We'll see here. Did he walk? Yeah, it's pretty close. Under 6 minutes left, 54-38. Tisateski. Drain some clock, find McClure. McClure weaves in traffic, and one for Max McClure. Foul going to be assessed to Bryce Ferguson. That'll be his second. And McClure will be at the line for the and one. And McClure gets the bucket to go. Chenard on the dribble. We'll find Wells. Chenard pulls up and hits. So a timeout on the floor. 57-41, 5:18 to go. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take one as well. Stay with us. Welcome back, 5:18 left. Quickly, here's the brackets on the boys' side. Winner of this one plays North Henderson, Pisgah, and East Henderson. We'll do battle at 5:30 on Tuesday in the Mountain 7 Conference semifinals on the boys' side. Out of the timeout, Tuscola to trigger. Into McClure. Up court it goes. Now it's Sutton. Braylon Desarn drains some clock. 5 minutes left. Tuscola with it. Attic Sutton is fouled by Bryce Ferguson. That's what, the second or third? No, the second. On Tuscola, third on Bryce Ferguson, so no shots here. Peyton Hervey pulls up, finds Braylon Desarn. Desarn again. Looks like the Panthers electing to drain some clock here. Tuscola's double team. Now Sutton with it. Tuscola able to secure it before it heads into the backcourt. Finds Max McClure. What vision by Tuscola. That's this. Whoop. .412 left. Ace Rogers leans in. Can't get it to go. Panthers come out with a rebound. It's Peyton Hervey. Up court, Braylon Desarn. Max McClure kicking. Hervey, three. Short. Rebound Sutton. He'll kick it out to Desarn. 3:49 left. Ooh, collision. Tuscola comes out with it. It's Ferguson giving it up to Gavin Chouinard. Chouinard able to get the bucket, and we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. Watch this. Ooh. 30-second timeout for Tuscola. With 3:26 left, 59-43. It's still relatively close ball game. The two times these teams played previously in December and January, they were blowouts. We'll throw the schedule up. Back on the 24th rather, was 82-30. And then on December the 17th, 69-38. This one a lot closer. But as I talk with Coach Plemons in the pregame about the fact that it's hard to beat a team twice, it's really hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. And that's what is trying to be attempted tonight, and what will be attempted on Tuesday night, whoever wins this one. Sutton off the glass. Attic Sutton gets the feed from Tuscola. We've got a collision on the other end. Attic Sutton will pick up the blocking foul. Sutton wanted to pick up the charge. Fans below us thought so. That's why you hear the chorus of boos. Do we have it here? Replay it just after it happened. Back to action here. Chenard pulls up, gets the bucket to go. Shout out to our executive producer tonight. Ingert gets fouled as he attempts. He'll be at the line. CJ Ingert's checked in. He'll attempt a couple of shots. Philip Angel running the show for us tonight, running those replays for us, and about 10 other jobs, including monitoring whether or not we're actually streaming on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff. It's a tough job in the hot seat as the executive producer. See if Ingert can hit the second. That one rimmed out. That one rims out. Free throw line unkind. It's been a little bit better here in the second half for the Panthers. First half, 0 of 9 from the charity stripe. That one wouldn't go. Outlet pass. McClure. Smooth to the hole. Max McClure. 2.5 left in the fourth. Franklin is well on their way to earning a date with North Henderson on Tuesday. In the nightcap, 8:30. Mountain 7 Conference semifinals. Foul going against McClure. It's his third. Fourth on Franklin. 2 shots for Ace Rogers. The JV finals are almost set. JV Lady Panthers will take on the JV Sugar Bears of Pisgah in the 4 o'clock championship game Thursday. And the JV boys, Franklin, able to win earlier tonight. They will await their opponent. Inbounds pass. Rower's able to secure it eventually. Give it up to Max McClure. He's able to get the bucket. Watch this give and go here. Whoop. And on the Tuscola end, traveling violation. You have to be on your toes in this ball game as the pass goes to CJ Ingert underneath. He is fouled. And again, we'll have all of the games on Tuesday and Thursday, all 4 games. First one up and good. CJ Ingert will have one more opportunity at the free throw line. And everything will kick off on Tuesday with the Pisgah Sugar Bears and the East Henderson Lady Eagles. That'll be the 4 o'clock affair. Got a foul. And then East and Pisgah will also play on the varsity boys side. Got a whistle and a timeout. This is a full timeout, going to be a 30-second timeout. So again, here's the boys' side. And if you just joined us, didn't see the girls' bracket earlier tonight, here's the girls' bracket, and we haven't filled it in yet. But East did beat Smoky, and Franklin did beat North Henderson earlier tonight. So you got Pisgah and East Henderson and West Henderson and Franklin will do battle on Tuesday. So almost all of the bracket has been filled out for the Tuesday semifinal night of the Mountain 7 Conference basketball tournament. Chris Wells at the free throw line for Tuscola. Ingrid picked up the foul. Back of the iron with the first. Second one up and good. Anthony Massey going to check in. Some of the seniors, I think, are checking out for Coach Terry Howard for the final time in their careers. Chris Wells takes a seat. Chenard able to intercept the pass. Up court it goes to Ferguson. He lost control of it. Tristan Gibbs. They swing it over to Ingert into the corner. It's Collins for three. Got it. Nolan Collins. He adds his name to the three-point barrage tonight. Got a whistle in the paint. Aaron Bravo going to pick up the foul. A lot of fans are hitting the exits up behind us. I think this one is pretty much over, and it's 70-48. I would agree. Minute 23 left. Chenard at the free throw line. First one up and good. Subs coming in for Tuscola and Franklin is. We've got Harrell checking in for Tuscola. Also, Lance Morgan into the ball game. And looks like Lawson Braun also into the ball game. A couple of the seniors, Coach Terry Howard, also take a seat. Will Roberts and Ian Amsler will check in. Now Braun going to take a seat. He's one of the seniors. Their final time as a Mountaineer. Emotional. Almost a turnover. Franklin retains possession. And now it will be a turnover. I'll say that. Got to fight for it. Yep, Tuscola basketball. Yep. Can't hold it. Roberts could not secure it. Minute 9 seconds left in the season for Tuscola. Season will continue for the Panthers in the Mountain 7 Conference Tournament. Bravo's shot would not go. Massey into the front court. Massey attacks. Got it stripped away. Anthony Massey kicking. Three up and good. Panthers try to answer with C.J. Ingert. It wouldn't go. Down to 22 seconds. Massey kicking. Amsler lost control. Three from the corner. Off the mark. Fight for it. Another three. That one wouldn't go. It's Amsler. Amsler hits the deck, and that is going to do it. Franklin wins tonight. 70-53, advances to face the North Henderson Knights on Tuesday night right here at the Panther Den. That'll be an 8:30 start, the last semifinal on Tuesday. And we'll have it here on the network. That'll wrap up an evening of basketball, but we're just getting warmed up in the Mountain 7 Conference Basketball Tournament here on the Franklin Panther Sports Network. So go ahead and like us on Facebook. Follow us there. Follow us on Instagram. We'll keep you up to date with any changes with the schedule. And, of course, we'll update the brackets and post them. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can keep up to date on when we go live. And we've got a lot of basketball in the next week or so. So if you like basketball, you're going to love us. 70-53 the final in the boys varsity. The Lady Panthers able to come out victorious 68-25 over the North Henderson Knights. They advance to the semifinal round as well. That'll be a 7 o'clock start on Tuesday night for the Lady Panthers against the West Henderson Falcons. All right, that's going to wrap it up for Spencer and Joshua on cameras. And Philip Angel, our executive producer. Till Tuesday night, so long, everybody.